Hey guys, welcome back to Attack on Titan World. How has your week been? My week has been pretty okay-ish. I've played a lot of Pokemon Sun since it's Ultra Sun, sorry, since its release, and I'll talk to you guys about that. I've played a bunch of Rival Wings, which I'm really enjoying, and I'll go into that. We'll talk about what is happening in December, what is happening on the show, and what is happening in the gaming, what's coming out in the gaming industry, should I say, as well, and hopefully that should all be pretty nice. First of all, let me talk to you guys about something else I've been playing for the last, I don't know, 2 days. I've been playing Mass Effect Andromeda, finally. I know, I played it for a little while, and I kind of just stopped, never finished it. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to finish that. So I went back to play it, and I had no idea where I was, so I decided to start again. I decided to spend half an hour in the character creation. I still don't think it worked 100% the way I wanted it to, that's for sure. But I'm having a bit more fun around with it this time. It seems like they've patched a couple of patches, not enough to actually where the game is better, but they've done enough patches. Like, I feel like I'm collecting a lot more human resources this time around. Like, so for those of you who don't know, in Mass Effect Andromeda there is a scanning functionality, right? So you scan all the environments and you collect different bits and pieces all over the place, and that basically scanning those things gives you like technology points. And I couldn't find any Earth ones the first time around I played. I hardly found any Earth technologies. Which makes sense, seeing as, you know, you're in a fucking different galaxy. Why would you find Earth technology, right? And why would you scan your own technology anyway? I don't know. But regardless, it is something that you can do, and it is something that I have been doing, and a lot more of, because there seems to be a lot more stuff around. I don't know if that was patched in, or if I just didn't find it the first time around, but it's there now. It's kind of... I really like... I really like Mass Effect Andromeda from what it tries to do. Okay, I like everything it tries to do, yet it just needs to work more on everything that it does. Does that make sense? Like, I love the idea of the story, right? I love the idea that you're going to a new galaxy, so you're going to explore this new thing. You know, there's no mass relays there, so you can't be going backwards and forwards between galaxies constantly. You know, you're essentially going to be stranded out there, and what you have is what you have, and you are going to be like fucked because you are the only people out there. And if you die or if you disappear or fail, no one is coming to help you, and no one is coming to look for you because you are way too far away. It took you 600 years to get there. You're fucked, basically, you know. And I really like that idea. It is very familiar to the Stargate Atlantis series, which is actually my favorite series of Stargate, because I love the enemy of Stargate Atlantis, the Wraith. If you haven't seen Stargate Atlantis and you like Stargate, I think you should go and watch it. If you don't like sci-fi in general, then I don't see why you'd bother. But I think it's pretty damn good, right? It's my favorite Stargate, anyway, and I like those sort of shows, so there you go. But yeah, so I've been playing that, and I like the idea of the story and all that, but it just doesn't follow through good enough, well enough, should I say, not good enough. Doesn't follow through well enough. I don't necessarily hate the idea of crafting stuff, although they don't really follow through on that well enough. The UI in the game is fucking dog shit. I fucking hate dealing with the UI. You know, like... So it's still not bad, but it's not good either. You know, it's kind of odd in a weird way. But I'm still very much at the beginning. I think I got into like the second planet or something in on my first attempt, so I don't think I was terrifically far into the game anyway. So here's hoping it can surprise me and get me hyped up. There's a lot of stuff about that game that I really like the idea of. It's just a shame that they didn't hit it hard enough. They spent too long worrying about the wrinkles around my dude's face that they didn't bother with actively making the game a game. You know, really know how to explain it. But yeah. So I'm playing Mass Effect Andromeda finally. Hopefully I'll finish that up before the end of the year, and I will be able to add that to the Attack on Titan World end of the year, you know, review gaming, the yearly gaming quota thing, and hopefully I can put that somewhere among the top 10 or the least 10, the top worst games, should I say, in 2017. It's been a weird year, really. It's been a weird year, isn't it, in games? It's been the year of the loot box for a start, which is something else we'll also get into towards the end of the year. What else have I been playing? I've been playing a lot of Rival Wings. For those of you who do not know, Rival Wings is a PvP mode in Final Fantasy XIV, and it's pretty good. It's odd. It's odd. That's how the best way to explain it. It's kind of like a MOBA, right? Which, by all rights, I should not like it because I hate MOBAs. But I think it's enough. It's enough of not actually. What the fuck? Where is everybody? It's enough of actively not a MOBA to be good. Does that make sense? Like it's. So okay, let me go through the rules real quick. Okay, so you're so you have two teams, right? You have the I think it's like the Ravens and the something else. It's Ravens and something else. I don't know, blue and red, right? For the sake of it, we'll just call them Team Blue and Team Red, right? And then there is a point in the middle of the map which you can capture, and that gives you something called ceruleum. Ceruleum is a fuel in the land of Final Fantasy. And you can use that to fuel your spaceships, or not your spaceships, to fuel your mechs, right? So you have a cruise chaser, which is Ark from the Alexandrian raid, in Heaven's Ward. You have the Oppressor, which is kind of like a Big Zam sort of motherfucker, and he's very, very slow, and he's designed to destroy towers. And then you have something called a Brute Justice, which is a big hunking badass robot, which is super, super fun to play as. So you need to keep this point to be getting ceruleum so you can buy these mechs. Each alliance can have a mech. Instead of 8-man alliances, you have 4-man alliances, right? So there's 4 people on each team, and there's 6 teams aside. Alright, so there's 6 4s, so it's 24 aside of a game, right? And that's pretty big. It's pretty big, and at least I feel like it's pretty big. I'm not sure how many. What's a MOBA? Is MOBA like 6 people aside? I'm not entirely sure. But it doesn't work quite like a MOBA because there's 2 towers, right? There's a north path and there's a south path. Each of the path has a tower on it. Has a tower for the blue team and a tower for the red team. You have to destroy both the towers on the south and the north. I want to throw a guy. Okay, let me throw this guy because I'm fucking getting confused. There's a tower on the south and there's a tower on the north, right? So you have to take out both of them so you can attack the core. And you want to attack these towers with the Oppressors, which is like the Big Zam robot dudes, who do massive damage to the towers. Now, it's weird because, like I said, I'm not a big fan of MOBAs. It's not generally because I don't like them or think they're bad, like they're a bad game design or evil game design or anything like that. I'm just not very good at them, and I find them frustrating to play, so I don't play them, basically. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with this shit. Go back downward. Anyway, so you get all the ceruleum, right? You get the fuel, you kill the other people to stop them from getting the fuel, and then you get your mech, and then you have to defend your Oppressor because he moves really, really slowly down one of the lanes. There are 2 turrets to each core, which is like the main thing in each of his base, which you need to take down the 2 towers to attack the core. And it's quite fun. The 2 turrets themselves are kind of like really fucking powerful, but they don't seem to be too invasive. Like, they are really, really powerful, but unless you got someone really good, the AoE is pretty small that they use. You can pretty much move out of them. If you're an Oppressor, however, you probably have no chance of moving out of them as the Oppressor is fucking really slow as fuck and is probably not going to move out of it. So you kind of want to get into a position where the turrets can't reach, and then fire upon the core to win, right? You also have Brute Justice, who is like got laser beams and cannons and stuff like that, and you've got the Cruise Chasers, which are like like basic kind of mobile suit sort of situation, and their jobs are basically all to defend. Basically, you use those to attack the other robots to make sure that you're defending your oppressor, so that they can deal massive damage, and hopefully win you the game. These people are really fucking strong, aren't they? Jesus Christ. We might have to start a new item next week. But it's good. I enjoy it. There's something, it's like I said, right? It's kind of like a MOBA, but it's kind of like baby's first MOBA, right? It's very easy to do. It's very easy to run through, very easy to learn. So it's not like super difficult to do, which MOBAs tend to be. They're not the easiest thing to follow. I'm sure you would agree that they're not the. Wait, that's not across. Is it? And they're not the easiest things on the planet to understand and work with, right? They're very, unless you actually put some effort into thinking about what the fuck is going on, you're not gonna know what's going on. At least that's how I feel about it anyway. I'm not entirely sure how other people feel about MOBAs. I know there's a lot of people who really like them, and that's fine. I'm glad that if you can do that, quite frankly, I'm impressed, because I stand no chance at doing MOBAs. They're way too difficult for me. Anyway, it happens. I really like it. I really like piloting a mech, because you guys know me, I love fucking mechs, so I'm all about that. And it might be the fact of a combination between the mech and the fact that it's Final Fantasy that kind of like does like a double, like a twofer pointage, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm playing it quite a bit. I think I've played about 20 games of it, which is more than any PvP in Final Fantasy that I've played in one sitting beforehand, right? I've played 20 games with the house a week, which is pretty damn rare, considering as I usually don't even bother. I don't even bother doing that much. I'm like, yeah, okay, this is fine, and then I pretty much don't play PvP unless the FC that I'm in does a PvP night or something, and I'm like, well, I may as well PvP with people for a while, Unless that happens, I generally don't bother PvPing, like, at all, basically. Let's open this chest first, shall we? We don't really open these chests. We might find something good, mightn't we? Might find something to do next week. Boom. Oh, gold bar. Never mind. But yes, so the third and final game that I've been playing a lot of is Pokemon Ultra Sun. So Pokemon Ultra Sun update. I'll give you an update on this next week as well. I've just gotten to the third island in Pokemon Ultra Sun. I won't give any spoilers, so don't worry about that. There won't be any spoilers. I'll tell you guys what I have, though. I have on my team. That's actually quite loud. I have to open my DS just to make sure I get the names right, because I'm fucking terrible with some of them sometimes. So I've kind of not like metagamed it. I've kind of like decided I'll use the ones I find along the way and try and build up a decent team around that sort of situation. So I started off with Poplio this time, because last time I started off with my boy Rowlet. I love Rowlet. Someone happened to want to trade me a Rowlet though, so that's nice. I found a Rowlet, and that brightened up my day. I have myself a Pika, because I want that Psychic Pikachu surfing Pika thing, because he's fucking cool. So I was like, alright, I'll get that one. I have a Thunderstone, but I want it to learn Thunderbolt before I evolve it, because I don't think it learns anything. I don't think it learns any more electric attacks after it evolves into the Psychic version of it, so I'm going to let it learn Thunderbolt first, and then evolve that. I know I can use a TM, I guess, but I don't want to do that. I'll just let it learn it and then transform it. I have a Marowak. Marowak is super fucking cool, super powerful. At the moment, I have a Noibat. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to keep it. I was hoping to find a different type of dragon, but a Noibat is pretty good. I've not raised one before, so there's that. And it's flying too, so flying dragon. Hopefully it should be quite good. I'm not entirely sure how functional Noibats are, like endgame wise, but I'm sure he'll be perfectly good. Have I gone through them all? Oh, okay, I've got a Lavatar. I found a Lavatar. I think I found one in Diglett Cave. Or, well, I don't know if it's technically Diglett Cave because that's in Kanto, obviously, but it's like it's something that's very, very similar, if not exactly called Diglett Cave. But yeah, I found a Larvitar and I was like, holy shit, a fucking Larvitar! I ain't ever raised a Larvitar. That's cool, because like Larvitar is in Johto, it's in Victory Road, right? So it's not something that I've ever had because I tend to not have Pokemon that you find on Victory Road. I tend to not bother with them because it's too late in the game for me to piss around with, you know? So I found a Larvitar, so I was like, alright, sweet, I'm gonna get a Larvitar because Larvitars are cool. And then I found a Baneri. I found a Baneri like right away, right? I found a Baneri on Island 1 somewhere. I don't know what route. But I found a Baneri, and I was like, whoa, Baneri, cool, I'll leave Baneri on my team for a while. And then Baneri kept pulling me out of the dirt, kept pulling me out of these shitty situations where I thought I was actually going to wipe. And I was like, whoa, Baneri is like kicking fucking ass. Baneri is all about it. So Baneri eventually kept staying on my team, until eventually Baneri evolved into a Lopunny, and I'm not the biggest fan of Lopunny, but I was like, you know what, you be who you want to be, Baneri. And now, Baneri is basically just on my team because Baneri is now awesome. I love Baneri now. I wasn't super into Baneri. Well, I like Baneri. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about the evolution to Baneri. It's a bit weird. But I've changed my mind completely, and I love Baneri and Lopunny now. They're so good. It's like my Lopunny is just kicking ass and taking names. And that's super good. It's probably been my favorite Pokemon so far in this playthrough because it was a surprise, you know. It was a complete and utter surprise. I didn't expect to find a Baneri. I didn't expect to have it win fights. I didn't expect it to actually pull itself pull me out of the dirt, and I didn't expect it to evolve and be like, wow, you know what, this is actually pretty strong. It's kicking some ass. So I was like, you know what, Lopunny, fucking, you can stick with me, bro. So Lopunny, stick with me. I say bro, it's a girl. But yeah, so Lopunny's with me as well. So they're my 6 at the moment. I'm kind of looking for a Goomy, to be honest, because I really like that Pokemon. I've never raised one, but I don't know where it is. I don't even know if it is in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I know it's in Sun and Moon because I've seen it, so I'm assuming it's around somewhere, but I don't remember where I saw it. So hopefully I'll come across that at some point. I don't necessarily want to look it up because I kind of feel like that's a bit cheaty. You know, I don't want to look things up. I want to just kind of discover them and discover it somewhere in the world. But yes, so that's cool. Pokemon Ultra Sun, it's pretty good. It's as good. It's a bit better than Ultra. It's a bit better than the base games, Sun and Moon. So if you are gonna buy a Pokemon Sun or Moon, or you know whatever, definitely go for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I would say. It's how can I explain it? It's kind of the same. It's pretty much the same game, right? It's pretty much the same game. They're like the enhanced versions. Why there's 2 of them, I don't know. They're just double dipping, I guess. I don't know why they don't call it Pokemon Dawn and just have it like a mix. In fact, the reasoning really fucking pirates again. In fact, the reasoning behind the evolution to Rockruff, right? Like there's two evolutions to Rockruff if you have Sun or if you have Moon. And now there's a 3rd form for these Ultra Sun and Ultra Moons. I can't help but feel that originally it was designed to be one game, and then they were like, well, actually, we can make this 2 games and double dip again, you know? And it's kind of scummy. I feel like it's kind of scummy. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe I'm completely wrong in that case. That's a complete possibility. I'm just saying that's how it feels to me. It feels a little weird, a little scummy that they did that. But it's good overall. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it much more than I enjoyed Sun. Maybe I'm just in a better mood or a better place. But it's good. I'm enjoying it. I think it's really fun to play. I have a couple of friends who are also playing it as well. So we're playing it together. Well, I think we're saying we're playing it together. We're playing it at the same time-ish. So it's cool because we get to trade some Pokemons. I traded some Pokemons with a good friend of mine last night. And that was really, really fun to actually trade some stuff, get some like version exclusives and stuff. Like that was pretty fucking cool. She gave me a Sandshrew last night, and Sandshrew's pretty fucking damn cute. think I definitely prefer the ground version of Sandshrew compared to the ice version, but it is ice and steel, which I didn't actually know, and that's really fucking cool. But yeah, I'm really enjoying Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I'm going through it pretty slowly, I feel. I mean, like I said, I just landed on the 3rd island since it was released. Yeah, I hope it's good. If you guys are enjoying Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, let me know in the comments below. Let me know which one you got. Let me know what your team is, what your team's going as, what you expecting to get. You know, stuff like that. Hopefully that'll be fun for us to do. That was a lot of hits. But anyway, so let's talk. What floor are we on? Yeah, we got plenty of time. So let's talk about what's coming out in December, game-wise. That's right. So December, that's right. We're very, very close to December. This will be the last one of November. And then we'll only have 1 month. That's right. We are very close. In fact, I think time of recording, we have 29 days until fucking Christmas. That is crazy. Are you ready? Are you ready for Christmas? I'm fucking not. I am not ready for Christmas. I ain't brought shit yet. I think I got like 1 gift. I brought my sister something. That's it. You know, like, jeez. I need to get good. I need to buy a whole bunch of stuff. I have no idea what I'm buying people yet either. I haven't even thought about it. I think I've got an idea for my brother, which is actually one of the games that are coming out soon. So just keep it quiet. Don't let him know. Don't let him know the secret before it's out. Not that it matters. I don't think he really watches this. Don't think he watches my stuff. But if he does, shame on you. You shouldn't be sneaking to see what your presents are. You fucking scumbag. Anyway, so yes, games that are coming out in December. There are a few games that are basically just re-releases already. Resi 7 Gold Edition is coming out, so if you didn't get Resident Evil 7, I hear it's pretty damn good. Not for me, that's for damn sure. Definitely way too scary for me. Like, holy crap. That game is super scary, and that's coming out in December. So, a Gold Edition, I guess it did well, and I guess people really, really liked it for them to have a Gold Edition. And same with that, The Walking Dead, the Telltale game Walking Dead collection is coming out, so I guess that's finished now. Did that have the last thing? But a collection, that's pretty nice. I've played them. I've never played them before. It's not something I'm really interested in, so I'm not going to bother with it anyway. But it's nevertheless, it's still interesting that we actually have these collections of Telltale games, which are kind of weird episodic games to begin with. It's weird that we have collections of them, right? There's got to be like at least like 30 episodes of that in there, right? How many games? There's been like 3 seasons of that, right? There's what, 5 seasons of this thing? So it's like, so there's 15 episodes, which would be what? They're like 3 hours each. So it's like 45 hours worth of gameplay, maybe. Who knows? Maybe, is that correct? Who knows? We may never know. We may never know. The calculations are far beyond me. I'd need some sort of physicist to do that sort of calculation. Plus, I mean, I'm sure that they vary from hour to hour. But that's pretty interesting. Horizon, the complete edition. I assumed there'd be more DLC before we saw a complete edition of Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon was a pretty good game. I didn't fall in love with it the way other people did. I mean, to be honest, I'll be completely honest. I'm still kind of salty that I didn't get another Killzone this year. Instead of I got Horizon Zero Dawn, which is not the worst. Well, it's not really not the worst case scenario, since Horizon Zero Dawn is actually pretty damn good. Can I I can't swap that, can I? Alright, fuck it. Sorry, you can't shoot him because you'll shoot our own person.
You can do it, dude.
You know what though? Yeah, try and kill this guy. That would be really good for you. Yeah, there we go. And then you can just punch him and finish it off. Nothing, no, 0. 0 damage. Shit. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure Horizon Complete Edition needs to come out right now, but it's coming out just in time for Christmas, I guess. So if you didn't know what to put on your Christmas list, if you didn't know what to ask Santa, I would say Horizon Zero Dawn is a pretty damn good one. It was a fun game. I was just kind of really salty about it, and I didn't. Open world games have been really agitating me this year. It's been weird. There's been some really good ones, and there's been a lot of trash, basically. So I don't know. It's gonna be things that I'm gonna have to take into consideration when we talk about the best games of the year. I think we can only get the ones, so we'll just have to deal with that. Having so many open world games, and a lot of companies just having open world for the sake of having open world as well is really unfortunate and kind of disheartening. But you know, it's something that we gotta deal with. It's something that the gaming industry is super into right now, and people just seem to be doing it, right? If there was no profit in it, they wouldn't be doing it. So someone's got to be purchasing that shit, right? Someone's got to be into it. Anyway, let's have a look at what else is coming. We have Doom VFR. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it means virtual fucking reality, okay? Because there is a VR Doom game coming out, which is good, I guess. Am I excited about that? Really, though? I think I am. I'm not really that excited. I don't have a VR. The only VR I have access to is my father's VR. Though I don't want to have to go. I don't really want to have to go and sort all that out. You know. I don't know. I don't like VR. I never really liked VR. I don't want it in my house. That's for sure. I don't know. It's just VR has always been this weird, like. Everyone's excited for it for no reason sort of thing. So I don't know. He doesn't really have anything, does he? He has an Ouroboros ring. Oh my. Maybe we should try to get that anyway. Because we've not got that one yet. Yeah, I don't know what it is about VR. There's a lot of VR obviously because there's the VR headsets. And I don't know, VR is just, it's such a weird fucking thing, right? Because VR is kind of so new to us still. But we haven't seemed to advance into the area where actual games exist. Like, all I ever see come out on Steam for VR is more and more stand still and shoot the things that come at you, you know, that sort of thing. And I know there are games in there that can be done, but just nothing seems to be being done. You know, there doesn't seem to be any games that really impress me when it comes to VR. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to wear a VR headset and be like, oh, look at this, I'm in the VRs and I'm doing the things, and it's like, look at this, whoa, it's like great, but I don't know, it just doesn't interest me, which, I mean, I'm glad that VR is a thing, right, because it's at least 10%, fucking hell, that's a really shitty chance, isn't it? Is that because we're not the right level? Maybe Shiro could do it. Let's have a look. Use, yeah. Shiro can take it. Shiro's got that shit on lockdown. We got the Ouroboros. The Ouroboros ring. Which is pretty nice, if you ask me. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I can talk about VR a lot more once I've composed my thoughts properly of it and actually have something prepared to tell you guys about it, really, other than, so I can't really go into it without just saying like there's not much that impresses me about it, and it's fine to put it on and be like, well, I'm in a different universe, but I don't really care enough to be that, you know. I want to play games the same way I do everything else. I want to be slouched on the couch with a fucking bag of Maltesers and a can of Coke and just play a video game, you know. I don't want to have these headsets on, and it's just a pain in my ass, basically. It's just not for me. But anyway, a couple more things that are coming out in December. Not a whole lot of stuff coming out. Okami HD, which is kind of exciting. You know, I've never played Okami. It was a GameCube game, right? I think. It's coming out in HD. It looks fucking beautiful. So, like, holy shit, it looks gorgeous. So I'm not going to be complaining about that. Probably will get it. I think I'll probably pick that one up. And we might see it on the show at some point. Maybe we'll see it on the show. It definitely looks gorgeous. And I know of it. I know a lot of it. It's very highly praised. So we'll leave the iron world, and we'll see how many I was like, oh, that put us over level 300. Wow, that's crazy. 316. Jeez, maybe we should start a new weapon. Or maybe we should try and clear another 20 floors, since that'll put us to floor 200. Maybe we should do that. Okay, let me just quickly go through these other 3 things. There's only 3 more things left after Okami. This is the police on the Switch, which doesn't terrifically look very interesting from the screenshots. I didn't have time to watch the trailer on it, but just looked kind of weird. But it's already out on PC, it's already out on PlayStation, it's already out on Xbox, so this is probably going to be another case of Switch just being late to the party. I mean, it's nice that they're bringing all these games out, but if you can get these games coming out on the same day, I don't know when This Is the Police released beforehand, right? But like these games are releasing on the Switch. It did it with Battle Chasers, right? By the time Battle Chasers will release, in fact, when I went to buy Battle Chasers, because it was meant to come out in November, it was pushed back to next year, I think. It's definitely not in December, so it has to be next year. It was pushed back to next year, and I was like, well, that's next year, and it's 30 quid. It's already £10 on PlayStation and Xbox, so I may as well just buy it for the PlayStation, right? Like, there's no reason for me to put the extra 20 quid there just for the pleasure of playing it on my Switch. And the same goes for This Is the Police. I can buy it now for 10 quid less than what it is on the Switch. And that's something that the Switch is definitely going to have to look at and definitely try and fix ahead of time. If not, either lower their pricing expectations or just get really focused on getting games out at the same time. Put some effort in on Nintendo's part, maybe. Maybe they can offer some extra support or something to get it out on time with everything else. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is coming out, which I've been back and forth on. On this show especially, I've been talking about how I'm back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I finally decided, just fuck it, we're going to order it, we're going to give it a go, we're going to see what it's like. And if it's crap, then it's crap. I'm going to have to make my decision with that. I don't know, it just looks weird. It just doesn't look like it's going to be good, but who knows? The Switch has surprised me again and again, right? Mario Odyssey, I was like, it's going to be garbage, and then I eventually brought it because I'm fucking weak, and it was really, really good. So, there you go. And the very last thing that's coming out that was of interest in December was PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds on the Xbox One. Now, I haven't got an Xbox One. I've not got an Xbox. PlayerUnknown was quite a hit this year. A lot of people really, really loved playing it. A lot of people really liked playing it, watching it. It was huge, and it's even up for Game of the Year, right? And now it's coming out on Xbox One, which is good for the Xbox One because the Xbox One's not got. I'm gonna be honest, doesn't seem like it has many hard-hitting games right now. So it's good that they've got that for those people. But I don't really know how I feel about it because it's not even finished, right? It's not finished and it's coming out on the thing. It's up for Game of the Year. Like, should it be allowed to be up for Game of the Year if the game's not even technically finished yet? Like, I don't know. Maybe, who the fuck knows? It's in early access, I think, or something? I don't know. Or like a very stupidly long beta thing. Fuck if I know. It's a weird situation, but I've definitely enjoyed watching PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. I've not played it. I've not played it myself because it looks like the type of game that I'd get very, very frustrated with. But it is something of a unique thing to be watching YouTube videos of or watching a Twitch streamer. I feel like watching a Twitch streamer is kind of... Watching someone play Unknown Battlegrounds is interesting, but at the same time, when they get shot, you don't know if it's because someone was watching their screen or not. Does that make sense? Like, I know you're not supposed to do that. I know that's like, I think it's in Twitch terms of service or something, but it's weird, right? It's weird. I much prefer YouTube video sort of system when it comes to PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. I do enjoy them, but it's something that I probably would never ever actually play myself. Maybe I play it one day if it goes on like a Steam sale or something. I could pick it up and then play it with a few dudes. Maybe that would be interesting, but I don't know. It just never seems my sort of thing. But that's coming out in December as well for the Xbox One, so that's probably something, if you have an Xbox One, it might be a Christmas prezi from Santa Claus, you know, that might be interesting. And of course, very last thing, Black Friday was out Friday. I hope you guys are all safe. I saw a lot of people fighting over stuff, which was kind of fucking crazy. My Black Friday was crap. I mean, I'm in England, right? So we shouldn't really even have Black Friday. It's kind of just come over here recently. The past couple of years, it's come over here. And my local Sainsbury's had a big sign outside that said, Black Friday starts Friday. It's like, well, thanks. I mean, I could have figured that out. But great. And then I went in there on Friday because I was passing it, and I was like, oh look, they've got nothing. They had like a couple of stands in front of like, there's like a big area before you go into the actual store. That you go in and there's this big open area, and then there's like the veg section that starts the store, right? And then you can go shopping. In that area is where they put like special offers, special deals, special things that's happening, clothes and stuff like that that's on sale. And when there's a massive toy sale or something, they'll put a bunch of toys there. They had like their Black Friday sales, and it was like free stands, and they were all kind of like pathetic. And I was like, okay, I'll just go get my Lucozade now. It wasn't super spectacular. I didn't buy anything off Amazon. I didn't buy anything off Steam. I didn't buy anything off anywhere. In fact, the only thing that I did get was Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I ordered that and I paid full price. So I didn't take any advantage of Black Friday whatsoever, if there even was any good deals on anything that I actually wanted. I hope you guys got some good deals, if that was available. Some companies do like a weird thing, right, where they like put the prices up and then discount them so people think that they're discounted when they're actually not or something. I'm not sure how allowed that is, but it's pretty dodgy. Has anyone else noticed how fucking muscular that bear's legs are? Like, holy fuck. He's got like, Jesus, his legs are like rocking. But at the same time, right, I suppose it makes sense. He's such small legs in comparison to such a big bear. Kind of nice. What part of his mouth? He's kind of like a Mimikyu, isn't he? Oh, he's got like weird wings as well. Oh well, I digress. I'm getting distracted. That's it for this show. I hope you guys are all safe and all happy. I hope you guys have a fantastic week ahead of you. Let me know how your week was in the comments below. I'm always happy to hear about your week and make sure it's all lovely. I hope you guys are looking forward to future stuff. We're going to be playing some Xenoblade Chronicles, obviously. There's going to be more City Skylines. City Skylines is also coming out on Xbox One, by the way, apparently. Or it is out. Or soon. But yeah, so that's the thing. Maybe you should buy that if you have Xbox One, because it's a good game. More City Skylines. I do have a few ideas for Christmas, but I've not entirely acted on them yet, so until I do, I will not be telling you guys about that stuff. But we've also got Destiny starting on the 5th. The 5th of December. It will be the expansion of Destiny 2. So look forward to that. I'll talk to you guys more about that probably next week, as it will be the day after Attack on Iron World next week, which will be the 4th of December. That's right, we're in December now. It's getting cold, guys. Make sure you keep warm. I don't want to hear about no colds over Christmas. I don't want to hear no sicknesses. I want you guys to all have a fantastic winter and a fantastic December, because I love this time of year. It's my favorite time of year because it's cold. I hate the heat. It's a weird thing to say, I know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I realize I've prattled on for much longer than I usually do. I will see you guys next week for Attack on Iron World, and I will see you tomorrow for some more City Skylines. Bye bye.